Let's talk about it. Now, they were moving a little bit too quick at first, and then I had to stop myself and think, like, okay, now that's the way the Illuminati moves. So, we all know about Snoop Dogg just letting Gayle King have it. Like, he went in on her straight, uncut, bashing her about how she shouldn't have even mentioned the rape allegation during the Kobe Bryant uh, interview with Lisa Leslie. So she was just all out of pocket. Now, as soon as that interview was over, it didn't take long. And I'll tell you, people, what happened. For the powers that be, we're talking billions of dollars, billionaires, owners, they went to work. And when they went to work, I'm talking Oprah people. Snoop Dogg got a couple phone calls, believe it or not. And Snoop apologized to Gayle King out of nowhere. And I'm like, hold on. Now I can understand that she's old, but she still is out of pocket, and he apologized too quick. And Gayle King really didn't apologize. She tried to rationalize what she said, like it wasn't even her fault. So what happened was they told Snoop Dogg, look, man, we play all the cards here. You out of pocket. We run you. Now, these are the same people Snoop Dogg sold his soul out a long time ago. You remember Murder Was the Case that they gave me? That song he had? And when he actually was talking to the devil, yeah, that really happened to Snoop, because Snoop sold his soul a long time ago. And along the way, he had to do some rituals. And I'm quite sure those pictures that we saw of his son, they were put out by several sources, and they just probably got the last bit of information about, oh, this been leaked with your son taking these fruity pictures, so we got to do this, do that. You know what I mean? Whoop, whoop, this, that, and the third. So they jumped up on it and instantly claimed this shit right here as Snoop Dogg's son. Now, it was nothing they could do about this. When this hit the internet, it went viral. People were calling him gay. I did a video on it. It's all on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere, because we just can't see Snoop's 22-year-old son, the one that played football, Cordell, being like this. Because we saw him on Snoop's little show. He was always, a little young G. We saw him grow up, man. And we to see him like this, dressed as a woman, being feminine, pretty much looking bisexual, we knew the timing. Like, people around me was like, look at the timing of this. They put that out there as soon as he went in on Gayle to silence Snoop, got him to apologize. And I'm quite sure they told him, if you don't just completely drop this whole thing, you will lose a couple businesses, because Snoop owned a lot of stuff. Snoop worth a lot of money, people. You see who his right-hand partner is, Martha Stewart. So yeah, they put this out there to silence him, because the same people that told Gayle King to ask those questions are the same people that told Snoop Dogg, shut the fuck up. Silence, dog. Your son is a fag. We know he is. He's undercover. There's nothing wrong with being a model, but you couldn't give me enough money in the world to wear a fucking skirt or put on some makeup and look like a bitch. You just couldn't pay me. I'm sorry, my manhood means the world to me. But to each your own, you know what I mean? Now, back to Gayle King. Gayle King absolutely has a lot of power, people. She sits at a round table on CBS. They make millions of dollars. And she runs that entire morning show. That's really her show. They're the guests. And you haven't seen a black woman with that type of power probably since Oprah at a news anchor show. Come on. Now, Snoop had no choice. He had no choice but to apologize. And they, like I said, they probably threatened to take several of his businesses away because they would take what they give you right away. And I noticed Snoop Dogg wasn't at this Rockefeller brunch this year either. You know, because once they use you, they have no more use for you. We saw what happened to Kobe. And if you remember Murder Was the Case, how Snoop was asking the devil, or will I be the G that I was? And he told him, I can make your life better than you can imagine or even dream of. Let me take control, so relax your soul. Close your eyes, my son, my eyes are closed. Murder! So he been sold his soul a long time ago. And don't be shocked, people, what happens next. Because that was a calculated move in every manner. That was way too quick for Snoop to just change code. A real Crip like that, man, ain't no way. I mean, and one thing about, I'll tell you, I've been around G's all my life. Real G's don't really give a fuck, and they won't apologize. It's hard to get a gangster to apologize for shit. Even if they was wrong, they gonna keep lying. They was right, like, cause they don't give no fucks. But what do you guys think about all of a sudden, out of the blue, Snoop apologizing and his son pictures, well, several pictures of his son hit the internet showing that he dresses as a female and he has a feminine side and people are calling him gay. Like this video, leave your comments, share it on Instagram, YouTube, as well as Facebook. More importantly, subscribe later.